Yes.
Oh, very good. Now I want you to just look at your surroundings where you are. You're out of the body, and where are you now?
Just out.
And as you're there, there's a beautiful light that's coming from behind you. And if you look at your shoulders, you can see the light on your shoulders, and it's coming from behind you. And it's very warm and peaceful. And I want you to just slowly turn around and face the light and tell me what it looks like.
It's blinding.
But you can still look at it, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt your eyes, does it?
No.
How does it make you feel?
Safe.
Very good. Now as you're watching that light, coming out of the light, there's someone who would like to greet you. Someone, one of your guides, or maybe even your guardians. And I want you to see them coming out of the light and tell me who it is.
Ames.
Who is it?
Ames.
Ames. And who is Ames?
My protector.
Ah, very good. And describe Ames.
Large, very large.
Very large. And you say Ames, is that a male?
Yes.
And you say Ames is very large, and so he gave you the impression of his name being Ames, or he just told you Ames?
He told me Ames.
Ah, very good. Did he make an introduction?
No, not really.
You just knew? Okay, you knew, okay. And so, have you hugged him or greeted him?
Yeah.
Ah, very good. And now you say he's really big. Just describe him. Just describe what you can see of him.
He's like a giant.
Ah, amazing. And so is he bright? Is he colorful?
I don't see a color with him.
Okay.
He's just big. Like a protector, like a bodyguard.
Ah, very good. And his name is Ames. Now he has a message for you. Go ahead and before you go, we ask anything, ask him what is his initial message for you.
Don't be scared. Just go and do.
And what does he think that you're possibly scared of doing? He'll tell you.
Disappointing.
Scared of disappointing yourself or someone else?
Everyone.
So he's telling you don't be afraid to go for it and don't worry about disappointing other people.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that you want that he knows that you have a desire to go for? He'll tell you. He likes specific questions.
To change the world.
Ah, very good. And ask him, how are you going to be able to change the world?
Teaching others. Teaching others love yourself. Teaching others to love themselves.
Ah, very good. And ask them, how many times have you been to the planet Earth? He knows.
3.
Ah, he said 3.
Mm-hmm.
And what brought you to the Earth this particular time around?
There's too much hate here. Too much hate. To help people respect other people, to love other people.
And you say this is your third time here on the planet altogether?
Yes.
And the life that you just left, what was that on the planet Earth?
My first time.
Oh, your very first time. Awesome. And how long? Ask him, how long did you actually live in that life?
83.
83. Very good. And ask him which continent today would that have been then? Where were you?
In Africa.
Oh, it actually was in Africa. And what area of Africa today? He knows all these little details.
Something with a G. Gongs something.
Ghana?
Gong. No, with like a gongs something.
Okay, we'll look it up. Very good. And ask him, in your second life, what age was that in? You didn't explore that one, but what he knows. What time frame was that in?
The 20s.
Oh, the 1920s?
Mm-hmm.
And the 1920s in which continent on the planet?
Here.
In the Americas?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, very good. And were you a male or female in that particular life?
A male.
So in your first life you were a female, in your second life you were a male, and now this life you're a female. And how old did you live to be in the second life?
Just early 20s.
Interesting. And were you were a male, and how did you pass in that particular life? What happened?
I was trying to change things. Somebody killed me.
Ah, very good. And so, what was your nationality in that time frame, in the second life?
White male.
You were a white male?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, very good. And you were trying to help change things, and they put you to death, you say?
Mm-hmm.
So in this lifetime, as you're...
Not one person. One person killed me.
How you said one person did actually kill you?
Yes.
So you were murdered?
Yes.
And how did they accomplish that?
Tricked me. They tricked me.
And how did they trick you?
It was my friend.
So one of your friends trick you, and I'm trying to figure out how did they actually do it if they...
With a gun.
Ah, okay. And has anything in that particular life affected you in this life? That dying that way with such a close friend? So you've had trust issues, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But in this lifetime, as you're trying to change and make change and effect change in this life, you're protected though, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
And it's much easier to know now that you're in this life that you are protected, and how you passed the last time has nothing to do with what's going on this time. Is that correct? Do you have any fears of speaking out like you did in your last life here in this life? Has that affected you at all?
A little.
But not much, huh?
Mm-mm.
Very good. And what does Ames say?
He says that now's the time.
What makes now the perfect time to be able to step up and speak out?
Because people know that something has to change.
Oh, very good. And so, where were you before you came to the planet Earth? Were you in another dimension or on another planet somewhere?
He's trying to explain, but I
Is
don't
he
know
showing?
if I understand.
Is he showing you a visual, or is he speaking to you?
It's a visual, like caught in between somewhere.
And ask him if he doesn't mind, just so, because you're taping this and you'd like to listen back to it, because it's just pretty fascinating, curious material. If he could speak it to you, if he will. Were you in a third dimension? Were you on? Ask them. Well, maybe they can just answer yes or no. Were you on a third dimensional planet elsewhere in the galaxy?
He
Or were you in another dimension?
he said, no, sort of, but not really. I think he's telling me it's another dimension.
Okay. And how did you find out about the Earth then?
They told me to come.
And who was they?
The people that needed me.
And how were they able to reach you?
I just felt it.
Ah, very good. And do you have a special gift that you brought with you from where you originate from, or where you came from before here?
To feel like how I felt that they needed me. I know what people need.
So is that are you quite empathic then?
Yes.
Very good. And empathic do you have a protection around you so you don't absorb too much of other people's stuff?
I don't do that at all.
Oh, very good. And so, okay, so you were called and you were here, and how long will you have to remain here? Have you made a contract or something?
A long time.
So how many how do you see yourself
Close to a century.
for another 100 years?
Close to a century. Mm-hmm.
And will you live over, will you obtain full consciousness in this physical body as Megan?
Mm-hmm.
Will that allow you to live longer than 100 years?
If I maintain.
If you maintain. If you maintain.
This body.
Ah, very good. And so, how important is it for you to have a mate in this lifetime? What does Ames say?
He said I don't need it.
But will you end up having a mate then? It's one thing not.
He said of course, just it's there.
And why does he believe you don't need a mate? And tell him to be specific.
Because he said because everyone does something different. Everyone does something different for me, or has a different effect on me, that I get that from many people. So I don't need one person, I need many people.
So keeps her options open?
No.
Okay, understood. I didn't think so, but...
No. That's why I don't need one. I don't need a mate because...
And does she...
That's not part of goal, my purpose here.
Okay, and your goal and your purpose here is to
help others.
Help others, and that's what your main focus in is.
Mm-hmm.
So is that why you've been single for the past 8 years?
Said finding myself. I've been finding myself.
Oh, very good. And is it a good thing? Was it meant for her to meet up with Hank then?
Definitely.
Is Ames familiar with Hank?
He knows of you.
Oh, okay, very good. Were we put in each other's path?
To help each other, same intention, same goal.
We have the same intentions and the same goals.
Same purpose.
Same purpose. So so Hank recognized that in Megan when he first met, correct?
Immediately.
So that's why he gave up the. Well, do you think it's in Megan's best interest to learn the quantum healing hypnosis therapy?
We can learn it, but it's not going to make a big difference.
Very good. So, okay. And so, how is it that Megan's going to be able to make the biggest impact with teaching people and waking people up to love?
He's showing me these seminars, lots of people there.
And they're going to be coming to see Megan in these seminars?
And 3 other people.
And could you name those 3 other people, please?
One of them is my sister.
Oh, very good. Your sister? Your younger sister? How many sisters do you have?
She's my only sister.
Oh, your sister? Very good. And whom else, please?
One of them is an athlete. He plays some sort of sport.
Is it a professional athlete?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Maybe one of her clients. Has she met the client yet, though?
He said that many of my clients now will support me, but that is not the one. I haven't met this person.
Ah, very good. And who would be that third person who's going to be affiliated with Megan's work and mission? Please. Is he showing you someone?
No, it's just kind of taking me here and taking me there.
Ah, so where are you traveling to? What are you seeing? What is he showing you?
It's like from work.
Places you will be working futuristically?
Where I work now.
Okay.
To it's like I think it's somewhere that I may work. Like bouncing from there to this one. It's not, the other person is not clear.
What's the major subject of these programs that you'll be presenting?
Self-worth.
Ah, amazing. Amazing. So, and when do they can Ames foresee when these will begin, or when they'll really kick into high gear?
3 and 5 years.
In 3 to 5 years. And is there anything that you should do in order to help facilitate them to happen? Any advice that he would have for you?
All the mentors that I'm seeking to go after.
Very good. And how much does Hank help or play a part in that mentoring, if any at all?
We're hand in hand.
So was the book that he gave you, was that any good to help you?
It will be.
Very good. So I guess you may need to read it again, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Will Hank be working with Megan in futuristically?
We won't have to.
And why wouldn't we have to? I mean, that was so strong and clear.
You're going to be doing your own thing.
Very.
Hand in hand. We're not together, but the same thing. Same purpose, same goals.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And does Megan have any other guides or guardians besides Ames that are there with that are there with you now? And could he bring them forward, please? Has he brought more out of the light?
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. And are they there with you?
Mm-hmm.
And how many did it seem to have come?
2.
2 more?
Mm-hmm.
And go ahead and describe them, or...
It's my grandparents.
Amazing. And did you give them big hugs? Very good. Now, you have grandparents on your mom's side or your dad's side? And take a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale and feel the relaxation moving through your body. And let them hug you and love on you. It's amazing, huh? It's okay. You can let it out if you have to. It's all right. It's been a while since you've seen them, huh? How do they look?
Good.
Good and healthy, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And strong energy, huh? Go ahead and have a little conversation with them. They'll tell you they're okay. They both have a message from you. Get the message from your Grams first. And what does she say? It's okay. She wants you to, she has a message. Go ahead and share it. I'm sure it's quite beautiful. And a long, slow, deep breath. Inhale through your nose. Feel the relaxation coming over you. It's such an amazing treat to be in their presence. You're not going to waste it with too many tears. They know you love them.
She just said, don't worry.
Oh, very good. Don't worry.
Don't worry, she's okay.
She watching you all the time?
Mm-hmm.
And she sees everything that's going on in your life?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And how does she come and visit you often?
Yeah.
And what does she do to, she'll tell you.
Sneaky stuff.
She does things for sure. You recognize those things now?
Yeah.
Sort of makes you feel good to know for sure, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful, wonderful. Excellent. And just so for sure, I want you to just say one of them out loud, just in case you get out of this session and say you don't remember anything. What's one of the things your grandma does to remind you?
There was a hole in my bag.
Mm-hmm.
Syrup everywhere.
And what did she do?
She made sure that so it got on me.
she pranked you.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Now go ahead and turn to your granddad. Give him his hug. I know you already did one time. Just give him another. He has a message for you as well. What does he have to say for it to you?
That we're strong. We're strong, and to continue on with what I'm already doing.
Very good. Helping young people make a better life for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of your niches, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And what does he mean by we're strong? When he says we're strong, you and him together?
The family.
Very good. Very good. So you have a really strong family support system, and
Mm-hmm.
awesome. And so is he always watching you as well?
Forever.
Oh, forever. I love that. And what does he do every now and then to try and connect with you?
He's just a constant voice.
Very good. Very good. So now you have your Grams, your grandpa, and Ames. Is Ames still there?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. So all three of them there. And so is there anything else that they would like to share with you right now? All three of them, if they all had a message, a combined message for you?
So I know it all.
Very good. And that's it would probably, I think you would like to have a mate. Can they direct you in your mate's direction, or send someone wonderful in your direction?
He's already coming.
Very good. And can they elaborate or give any details? Just to help, just give you, since you've come so far. Respectfully.
So don't quit stressing about it. It's gonna be there. I'm not telling.
Okay, so all right. So if they're not going to give any details, which is totally understood, can they at least give a time frame?
3 to 5 years.
3 to 5 years. So don't look for it. Don't worry. Is he tall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, very good. They can give that detail, right?
He said it's exactly what I'm looking for.
Awesome. Well, what color will his hair be? Just so you don't make a mistake and.
They said I'm lucky if he has hair.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting too old.
Oh, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Who told that joke? Your granddad?
My grandma.
Oh, okay, super cool. So do you have any other grandparents that are there on the other side as well?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And you don't have any pets over there, do you?
Mm-hmm.
No pets you remember from when you were younger or anything?
They weren't my pets.
Okay, very good. All right, and since they're all there, so and they know a lot about you. Your friends Kendra, Katie, Kellen, and Christina. Have you known any of those 4 young ladies from other lives before? They'll tell you.
Kendra was my sister.
Very good. And on this planet?
Mm-hmm.
In which lifetime?
2.
Lifetime number 2. And what about Katie or Kellen?
he was my brother from...
Oh, awesome. That's interesting. And what about Kellen?
This is the first time.
Oh, very good. And what about Christina?
The lady with the kids.
Oh, in your first life, when very good. So, you've known the group of them, well, Kendra, Katie, and Christina, for lifetimes then, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys all in the same soul group? Just entities that know each other, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And everyone keeps saying that you're going to do something very special, something big. Is that this, the touring and presentations that you're going to be doing here in the future?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're all speaking of?
Mm-hmm. They said that one of the other people will be probably my husband.
Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. So your life is it's just going to be getting more and more and more exciting then, huh? Very good. And I don't know if I asked this before, I think I may have. Do you have a connection with Hank besides being simpatico with our beliefs and what we're trying to do on the planet? Have we had previous lives or incarnations together?
Not here.
Okay, not on this planet, but in other dimensions?
Six.
In the sixth dimension?
Mm.
So that means Megan, is she familiar with Augustine? Or is Ames familiar with Isabel and Augustine?
He says yes, but it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, that's okay. And Augustine and Isabel are Hank's they're my higher self. Isabel is my higher self, and he's actually a part of Isabel, and he's my guardian. And I think they're getting ready to come forward, and I think I'm going to let Ames go ahead and make an introduction, if he will. Have they come forward yet?
As one?
Have they?
As one.
Oh, they have come together as one?
Yeah.
Oh, very good. And how would you describe them?
Wider than Ames, and shorter, and also like same presence.
You say wider and shorter
than Ames.
And they come as a collective? I mean, as all in one?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very good. And ask them, do they have a message for Hank as well? And you don't mind relaying it, do you?
They just give me numbers.
And what are those numbers that they're giving you?
54632 54. Yes.
And the life that you just left, what was that on the planet Earth?
My first time.
Oh, your very first time. Awesome. And ask them, how long did you actually live in that life?
83.
83. Very good. And ask them, which continent today would that have been then? Where were you?
In Africa.
Oh, it actually was in Africa. And what area of Africa today? He knows all these little details.
Something with a G. Gongs something.
Ghana?
Gong. No, with like a gongs something.
Okay, we'll look it up. Very good. And ask him, in your second life, what age was that in? You didn't explore that one, but what he knows. What time frame was that in?
The 20s.
Oh, the 1920s?
Mm-hmm.
And the 1920s? Ames. And who was Ames?
My protector.
Ah, very good. And describe Ames.
Large, very large.
Very large. And you say Ames, is that a male?
Yes.
And you say Ames is very large, and so he gave you the impression of his name being Ames, or he just told you Ames?
He told me Ames.
Ah, very good. Did he make an introduction?
No, not really.
You just knew, okay, you knew, okay. And so, have you hugged him or greeted him?
Yeah.
Ah, very good. And now you say he's really big. Just describe him. Just describe what you can see of him.
He's like a giant.
Ah, amazing. And so is he bright? Is he colorful?
I don't see a color with him.
Okay.
He's just big. Like a protector, like a bodyguard. Change the world.
Ah, very good. And ask him, how are you going to be able to change the world?
Teaching others. Teaching others love yourself. Teaching others to love themselves.
Ah, very good. And ask them, how many times have you been to the planet Earth? He knows.
30.
Ah, he said 3.
Mm-hmm.
And what brought you to the Earth this particular time around?
There's too much hate here. Too much hate. To help people respect other people, to love other people.
And you say this is your 3rd time here on the planet altogether?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Now I want you to just look at your surroundings where you are. You're out of the body, and where are you now?
Just out.
And as you're there, there's a beautiful light that's coming from behind you. And if you look at your shoulders, you can see the light on your shoulders, and it's coming from behind you. And it's very warm and peaceful. And I want you to just slowly turn around and face the light and tell me what it looks like.
It's blinding.
But you can still look at it, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt your eyes, does it?
No.
How does it make you feel?
Safe.
Very good. Now as you're watching that light, coming out of the light, there's someone who would like to greet you. Someone, one of your guides, or maybe even your guardians. And I want you to see them coming out of the light and tell me who it is.
Ames.
Who is it?
Ames.
Ah, very good. And his name is Ames. Now he has a message for you. Go ahead and before you go, we ask anything, ask him what is his initial message for you.
Don't be scared. Just go and do.
And what does he think that you're possibly scared of doing? He'll tell you.
Disappointing.
Scared of disappointing yourself or someone else?
Everyone.
So he's telling you, don't be afraid to go for it, and don't worry about disappointing other people.
Mm-hmm.
And what is it that you want that he knows that you have a desire to go for? He'll tell you. He likes specific questions.
to change